Folks, what happened in Maui, and I gave this the Bongino rule, the time, so I made sure I had the story correct, is going to go down as one of the single most deadly government disasters we've had in modern U.S. history, and a lot of kids are going to be the victim. Here's an Axios story. Hawaii braces for crushing wildfire death toll with over 1,000 missing. So why aren't they reporting this as a death toll at this point? The answer, folks, is because a lot of them are kids. I'm getting this from numerous people on the ground, not just one. Here is the pathetic. I mean, this guy should have resigned a week ago. What he's still doing there is just an insult and a slap in the face to American citizens living in Hawaii right now. Here's Governor Josh Green, who just astonishingly tries to blame this thing on climate change. What an epic disaster. I mean, what a chump and a coward. Take a look at this.
Just to be clear, when you're talking about global warming, are you saying that climate change amplified the cost of human error?
Yes, it did. There's always going to be incredible things that people do to save lives, from the firefighters, from citizens, and there's always going to be decisions that are made that I'm sure aren't perfect.
Again, is it time for Dan Bongino's public relations 101? I mean, do we really need to do this in the face of such an unimaginable tragedy? We're talking about kids here. Bro, Josh Green, governor, that's not the way it's done. You don't do that, man. You are just a week removed from this thing. You have kids whose parents know they burned to death. Do you really believe they want to hear from a liberal media goofball about the effects of climate change? When those power companies were pressured by government to invest in green energy stuff at the expense of clearing flammable brush away from a lot of power lines that may have in fact set off some of these fires? Are you crazy? These people always have an excuse on the left, folks. This is going to be an unimaginable tragedy. And here's your governor talking about the freaking Green New Deal, which I've got news for you, Hawaii. Take it or leave it. A lot of what happened there, and you can look at the story documented out cleanly in the Wall Street Journal, how these funds for safety were being siphoned off to go fund Green New Deal bullshit. That had a lot to do with it. And then you go and blame climate change on it? Here's the mayor of Maui, Bisson. I mean, you want to talk about another human disgrace. This guy, they won't come clean and they won't tell you the number of how many are missing because it's probably over 1,000 dead kids that died because of government incompetence on every single level. That's correct. And here's the mayor pissed off that someone dared to ask a question. Check this out.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. How many children are missing? You know.
I knew the answer to that. I would be happy to answer that.
You have no estimate as to how many children are missing?
I guess
Nothing?
we can end this right now if you guys want. Sorry,
this is one of the biggest questions that the people of Lahaina have, but you don't want to answer.
It always takes one or two to ruin it for everybody.
Please, this is our first. This is our only
Well, we could say that about you. You ruined it for everyone.
You're welcome to say it. You're the media. You can say whatever you want.
You're a disaster.
All right. Okay.
Please.
You've been the worst mayor we could possibly imagine.
You won't even wait.
Respect what? This is the most dismal response we've ever had.
You won't wait for your turn. You want to shout over these guys that are legitimate.
Why don't you give them the real answers then? Give them the real answers.
That's not his question.
Let him.
Yeah. You can go. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Answer the question. Answer the freaking question. He knows exactly how many kids are missing. You think the parents haven't reported the kids missing yet? You think these parents who are struggling, who lost everything, their cars, their homes, their property, some of their businesses, they don't realize they're not with their kids? That's why the reporter's saying, what's the number? And this jerkwad won't tell him, you got to show some respect. Respect. You have human beings burnt to a crisp, man. Kids. You think he doesn't know the number? He's more worried about respect and how he's got to wait his turn. Holy shit, man. And you wonder why nobody trusts these people anymore. Just say the number. You think it's not going to come out? Like there's not going to be a bunch of funerals? You think the parents are just going to forget? Oh gosh, where's my kid? Oh, I don't know. And a week later, they're going to be out eating hot dogs somewhere? Folks, this again, reason number 22 million why you can never, ever trust people in government. The reason our founding fathers put limits on government and not on you was because you can't trust these people. The Constitution is a document of negative liberties, what the government can't do to you. Federalist 51, if men were angels, they are not. These people in power will always be corrupted. Lord Acton was correct. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. So all of these great men are at heart are going to be bad men. You see this jerkwad? Oh my God. Just to be clear, good point. If Hawaii was a red state, the governor would be in jail right now. I'm dead serious. He'd be under investigation for some violation of some law. No question about it. Remember when, listen, I'm not even a George Bush fan at all. Like not even a little bit. The Patriot Act, Medicare Part D, whatever. Remember when Bush flew over New Orleans? Remember that? Oh my gosh, he flew over. Oh, he needs to be on the ground. This Biden hasn't even been there. He's going today. It's a week later, and nobody even wants him there. Remember, here's another one. You guys remember when they had the power situation in Texas and Ted Cruz was on vacation? Remember that? Oh my gosh. It's not that he flew back. It's that he didn't fly back quick enough. Biden still hasn't been there. The mayor won't answer any questions. The governor's blaming it on climate change. Are you shitting me, man? If they were Republicans, these people would be in prison. There would be, and I'm telling you in the chat, I'm not messing with you. I am as serious as a freaking heart attack right now. This guy would be under criminal investigation right now. And because they're Democrats, nobody gives a shit. Dead kids, burnt all over the place. Nobody cares. They don't care about anything. These liberals have zero principles at all. Not a freaking shred of human dignity. That was a clip from the Dan Bongino Show.